That was the wrong clip. Hold on, this one.
How do people get in your comments talk about dress your age? Like this motherfucking outfit don't got an age on it. It got a size on it, and it's my motherfucking size, so I could wear it. I make the age that I want to dress, not you.
Who said that?
Who gives a
dress your ass?
So, but that's one of the things, right?
Bro,
as we get older, right? Do you think people should dress their age? It's a loaded question, though.
I would say yes. However, when a person dresses a certain way in their younger life, they continue that till they die. I mean, it's not going to change. So if you see her dressing a certain way and she old, she was doing that since she was young. You know what I'm saying? It's just that mentally a lot of them don't realize their body changed a lot. And they may not always look the same. But if you're confident enough to wear that out in public and feel good about it, I'm all for it. I don't body shame ever.
But she was in shape, though.
But somebody hit her online and was like, they said something. But I don't blame her. I don't think she's badly looking either.
Yeah, because it's like this.
However, it depends on where she's going.
So, and that's the thing. So now it's like this, right? We do see the culture where more ladies like in their 60s and a little bit up are wearing a little bit more risque stuff. Mm-hmm. So we kind of went down this road a little bit. Are they competing? Because it's like now, if you're married, why, I see married ladies wear some stuff, but it's like this. I understand why some of them cover up, because it's like you don't want that attention. Because if a fit lady, a lady is good looking and she's fit and she wears something risque out in public, she gonna get the wrong attention. You get what I'm trying to say? So you could tell two things from a lady way how a lady dress. Either she don't have a man or she looking for a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But like I said, okay, you think about what we said, 60. Think about 10 years coming. Think about what's coming. You know what I'm saying? Like we see as the generations go down, how it's getting risque and riskier, right?
Yep.
It's gonna come to the point where the stuff you see now, we're gonna look at it and gonna be like, man, I wish they was wearing this stuff. Because the generations that's coming, it's gonna get worse. But however, all women don't dress like this.
No, they don't. Certain ladies hit a certain age and they change.
Some change, but
yes,
like I said, I believe most women carry themselves a certain way throughout life for their whole life. So if they carry themselves a certain way when they were younger, they're gonna keep doing that as they get older. Not saying they may not put on something once in a while. That's whatever. But for the most part, the stuff you go out there and you see the chicks at the goddamn amusement park with their cheeks hanging out, touching the rides. Some of them got a string here, string there. She gonna be the same thing in her 40s, 50s, and 60s. She ain't gonna change. And if daddy ain't involved, even worse.
I do see that some ladies change when they have kids. Some ladies don't change.
Right. Some get worse.
Yes, exactly. Some ladies, once they get to a certain age, they get more free because ain't nobody really looking at them and they don't care. They pass the stage where they don't care.
You know what I was gonna say too? A lot of women do get into like say church later on in their life.
Yeah.
So that does change sometimes, depending on how they adapt. So
yeah.
Especially if you have kids, right? Grandkids. Would you like our grandmother never dressed like that? You know what I'm saying? But you think they'll say, oh grandma? So they gotta just mind their business.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, your kids gonna tell you, your grandkids gonna tell you. Your grandkids gonna tell you. If you're not taking it from your grandkids, then you know what I'm saying? Because think about it.
You got bucks. You don't show them out, I'm just saying, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. But like grandma said, mind y'all goddamn business.
Exactly.
If I want to wear something sexy, I earned it.
Exactly.
I live my life, mind y'all business.
All right, let's go ahead and switch out this one. But this one was a good one though.
I don't think it's too old.
Nah.
I
think you got it just appropriate for where you're going, but
yeah. I was watching a clip today. I wanted to try to implement one of the shows too, but it was a cruise. It could have been Carnival just because of the way the things that happened, but there was two black people showed up to breakfast in robes.
I see that, yeah.
And the lady was like, But you know, when you think about something like that, you kind of have to look at it. Was like they could have been at the spa and it was like, let's go grab lunch, breakfast, and come back, and they just come grab it and leave. But the whole point was like they want this image in their head, like, hey, they're naked under there, and you're like,
no. That's not what it is. That's a perception, but it's not
right.
what it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they want you to believe.
But let me tell you what it is. It's called decorum. You need, all right. It's a standard. If you start letting people bring down, when we was younger, right? You remember when we used to go out to a restaurant? You had to meet the dress code to get in.
Right. But this is on a cruise. You're on vacation.
Right, and you still got a dress code. You still have a dress code.
This wasn't the main restaurant.
Right, but you still got to have a dress code.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like, okay, it's also like, say you're in the pool or whatever, you may be wearing shorts depending on what deck you're on, stuff like that. But from what I'm looking on, it wasn't a main, like the main dining thing. And to get in there, you got to be dressed. You got to have suit sometimes tight. So it wasn't that. But I understand what she was kind of saying. But if the people don't recommend it, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's an issue, because sometimes you see people walking through there with their swim trunks on, going to the pool area. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They may stop in, but all they did was they had their robes on. You know what I'm saying? Which made a big difference, but I guess it could be bad.
I agree with you, because one of the things that I don't like, and it drives me crazy, right? It not necessarily. I don't care if people do it. See, it's like with my family. Nah, you're not getting up out of your bed in your pajamas to leave to go to the store. I hate to see, I hate to see people leave their house in their pajamas, go to Walmart, go to everywhere in their pajamas, go back home. You know what I'm saying? They just wake up, leave the house in the same, or they have on their night clothes. It's like, that shit is whack. I can't, like when I was younger, I used to like it for the ladies. The ladies that go to the store and their silk stuff, you be like, God damn, I see what you're working with. But now you get older, it's like, now the tables are turned. Now think about that was your wife. She get out of bed and she go to the store to get something in some silk thing. You be like, I can understand what these young boys looking at. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I don't look at it from that perspective. I look at it as, you ain't putting them nasty ass clothes back in my bed after you got there and go to the store.
Exactly.
Get them clothes. You know what I'm saying? And listen, and half of them don't even make their goddamn bed.